I was browsing Twitch when I found a streamer playing a Pokemon Fire Red ROM hack, and I had to ask him, have you played PokeMMO? He told me that he's heard of it, but never tried it because of one specific reason: how difficult it is for new players. Now, there are tons of new player guides out there, but that's not really getting to the heart of the issue. What issues are new players running into? Why are new players playing a region and then dropping the game? How do we make PokeMMO more new player friendly? Hi, my name is Quisby, and yes, I am a new player. I started playing in November of 2025, and I fell in love with the game ever since, which is why this issue is so important to me. I love this game. I want other people to love this game.
Why don't you love this game?
And before you run to the comments and say, PokeMMO isn't even that hard, I beat all the regions with a Stunfisk. GG's, good for you. But there are new players every day dropping PokeMMO because of this, so I set out to find out why and how we can fix it. Throughout my time playing PokeMMO, I've constantly heard that all of the battles are harder. Every gym leader, every Elite Four, every champion, significantly stronger than their mainline counterparts. But how beefy did they really make them? Here's a forum post I found where admin Rach briefly talks about the difficulty of the game.
The gyms have been rebalanced quite heavily. Sometimes they've been made a bit easier, but usually they'll be harder, mostly due to more varied movesets that you'll have to play around. A type advantage might not be enough to guarantee a win. The AI actually tries to win too, so you're in for a challenge.
I actually wanted to see the rebalancing Rach was referring to, and it turns out that in most regions, the first and second gym leader's highest level Pokemon is the same level or lower than their mainline counterparts. But around gyms 3 and 4, they suddenly become significantly stronger. Take Lieutenant Surge's Raichu for example. In the mainline games, it's level 24. In PokeMMO, it gains 3 levels, has a better moveset, and better AI. Now, the difficulty curve around gyms 3 and 4 isn't what I'm criticizing. I'm sure the devs have a valid explanation for why they balance the game this way, but the point I'm trying to get across is how jarring that could be for a new player. Suddenly, I'm sweeping these first 2 gyms, and then gyms 3 and 4 roll around and I can't do anything. Another complaint I hear from new players is the lack of in-game tutorials. Once you create your character and pick your starting region, you're pretty much thrown into the world with no one holding your hand. Which would be okay if PokeMMO was like any other Pokemon game, but it's not. There are mechanics in the mainline game that work completely different in PokeMMO. Let's take breeding for example. In the mainline games, it's as simple as having a picnic with 2 breedable Pokemon and boom, you get an egg in a basket. In PokeMMO, there are incubators, it's not steps based, and the 2 Pokemon you breed get consumed? How was I supposed to find any of this out? Now, would I rather the devs spend their time making in-game tutorials and guides for new player accessibility? No. I think that a part of the charm of PokeMMO is the difficulty. That may sound contradictory to my whole point, but it's not. Pokemon players for years have been asking for difficulties in the mainline games. So, if it's not the difficulty that's the issue, what is the issue? Is it just a lack of game knowledge? So what's the solution? More PokeMMO content? Well, yes and no. More content is always good for the game, but there's already years worth of tips, tricks, tutorials, guides. Petrowski, for example, has years worth of backlog guides specifically for new players. So is it the community's responsibility to help new players? No, absolutely not. But there are players like Obi-Wan Jabroni. I met Obi when I first started streaming the game, and once he found out I was a new player, he hooked me up with some crazy good Pokemon and items to get me started. Turns out, Obi's kind of known in the community for hanging out in starting towns and helping out new players. And Obi isn't the only one. There are tons of Obi-Wan Jabronis out there helping new players daily. So if it's not content, and it's not the community, what's the solution? Next, I want to talk to a new player and actually hear about their struggles and how they overcame them.
Alright, let's start by just introducing yourself and explaining your general Pokemon experience before playing PokeMMO.
Alright, so my name is Yarmany Squirmany. It's my first time playing PokeMMO, or like any MMO for that matter. My only experience that I had with Pokemon before this was like collecting cards, and I played a few of the more like the newer Pokemon games. Like I played Let's Go Eevee, so I played Kanto. Having that experience drew me to PokeMMO, and made me want to play it and see what it was like, and hearing that it was all the games in one really drew me to this game. So yeah.
And what were the issues that you ran into when you first started out?
I had nothing. I didn't know which region to start in. I think I needed stuff. I needed literally anything to get through. I needed yen. I needed items. I couldn't do anything because I didn't have anything. I didn't understand how a lot of the systems work. So I didn't really have an understanding of what there was to do to be able to make money starting out. The number one thing I would have needed when starting out would have been somebody to help, I guess, basically hold my hand through the game, because I didn't really understand what to do. And it wasn't until I made friends like Ace Balthazar or you were playing. I needed a more seasoned player to help me figure out what it is that there is to figure out in this game, because there's literally a million different things you can do.
And what's one thing that you want new players to know?
I would say the number one thing I would want new players to know is that A, it's okay to ask questions, and B, it's okay to ask for help. But I would say the number one thing you want to keep in mind when starting out is to just keep going. It's going to feel like a grind at first, but that's what a lot of this game is, just grinding to get to your next goal.
Hell yeah, Mr. Yermany. Well, thank you so much for the interview and good luck with your hunts.
Of course, of course.
After talking to Yermany, it became clear to me how to get new players to stay. How you can break the new player curse. Treat PokeMMO like an MMO. I know, it's so obvious and it's so redundant, but it's the truth. I think us new players can easily get caught in a gameplay loop of the mainline games and completely ignore things like the GTL, joining a team, or hanging out in global chat. Actually, scratch that last one. Global chat can be a scary place sometimes. It's only useful for catch events. Oh, and alphas. Oh, and swarms. Oh, and event season, trading, raids, flexing your shinies. Okay, maybe global chat is useful. My point is, new players need to do a couple of things. Number one, set some long-term goals for yourself. Maybe you want to complete the Pokedex or get a shiny Charizard. It's those long-term goals that are going to keep you coming back to the game day after day. Number two, find your playstyle. Maybe you just want to farm some Leppas and make a ton of money on the GTL. Maybe you're big into PvP, or maybe you're into shiny hunting. You gotta find your playstyle and find your daily gameplay loop. And finally, number three, integrate with the community. Whether it's joining a team, yapping in Discord, or hanging out in Twitch chat, there's so much you can learn from other players. Which is why I personally wanted to do my part helping out new players, so I teamed up with some PokeMMO vets to create the Partner Project. If you're a new player that feels lost in the game, or maybe you're just stuck at a certain part of the story, you can apply in our Discord to be paired up with a PokeMMO expert who you can ask questions to personally. Or if you're a veteran that loves helping out new players, I'd love for you to apply to be a mentor. A lot of new players are just afraid of asking questions. They're afraid of being judged. So I wanted to make a community that welcomes these new players with open arms. You can find more information about the Partner Project in the Discord linked in the description below. Look, I truly believe that community is the driving force behind this game. So if you want to get the most out of your PokeMMO experience, join a team, make some new friends.
Yes, this is a Pokemon fan game, but it's more than that. I know I'm not the only one who dreamed of a game like this as a kid, and its existence is proof of that. PokeMMO is a social sandbox. It's a celebration of this franchise that has given us so much joy over the years. Those old Pokemon games taught us lessons of friendship, hope, and fighting for what you believe. And maybe, just maybe, PokeMMO has some lessons to teach us today.
Thank you so much for watching my first YouTube video. If you made it this far, I'm either tabbed on your second monitor while you shunt, or you enjoyed the video. And if that's the case, drop a like and subscribe. All the things. My Twitch is linked in the description below, so come check me out there. Just a few people I have to give shout outs to, either because their content helped me as a new player, or they're answering my questions in Twitch chat, or I just want to shout them out because they're a vital piece of this community. Here we go.
Petrowski, Myro MMO, Dammers, Hyper, Bald Baby Bat, Obi-Wan Jabroni, Gary Owens, Alice, Melinar, Sanu and Ranu, Luna Lost, Drexstein, Dorichi, High Note, Spidget, Epoch, Minish, Ace Balthazar, Clutch the God, IMTK, Attica, Shadow MMO, Wex Plays, Shiny God Kittens, and so many more. And of course, thank you so much, Yermany Squirmany, for the interview. Okay, that's it. Bye.